Is your Cricut holding you back? The answer may surprise you, so stay tuned and let's jump into it. In today's video, I really want to go in depth and talk all about why I think your Cricut is holding you back. And I specifically want to talk to the beginners, the people still that have the Cricut in the box, or the people out there that are simply not making the projects they thought they would due to their Cricut. So before we get started, my name is Tanner Bell. Here at Makers Gonna Learn, we are all about teaching you how to master your Cricut machine and help you make the best projects possible. If you've not checked out my Cricut Confidence Crash Course, it's linked down below for free. It's a free course. It's amazing, so much value, so check it out down below. But let's really talk about if your Cricut's holding you back or not, because there are so many of us that have a Cricut and for some reason is not getting what they thought that they would be getting out of it. And I really want to explore why that is in today's video. What do I mean when I say is the Cricut holding you back? If you are someone that still has the Cricut in the box, that is scared of their Cricut, if they are struggling to really understand Cricut, and all of a sudden you have found that instead of being a crafter, you have transferred all of that weight of doing the projects, of coming up with the projects, all of that, you have transferred it from yourself over to the Cricut. I find this is so easy to happen, especially with my students. And that's why at Makers Gonna Learn, we go in depth and spend 30 days teaching you guys from the bottom, from the basics, to build you a solid foundation for Cricut success. Seriously, if you have not checked out our membership, I'm going to link it down below, because if you're watching this video, chances are you need us, all right? But if you have felt like you have transferred the responsibility to be creative from yourself to the Cricut machine, I really want to have a conversation about it, because what I think is happening is a lot of us put so much weight on the transaction. How many of us have said, oh my gosh, I did it, I bought a Cricut, and it's in the box, and I'm still not doing anything with it. What? You thought swapping your credit card at Michael's, swapping your credit card, tapping it in on Amazon, press an order was going to be the hardest part for you with your Cricut. And for a lot of us, it's the hardest part of the process, right? And then we get it at our door and we're all giddy, but we're still scared to get it out of the box, right? We're still scared to make the projects that we thought we would. And I want to offer to you today that you have given away the ownership of the responsibility of your crafting. And if you are a crafter, if you have high expectations for yourself, if you want to make like never before in your creative life as something that's your hobby, you need to take that ownership back. You have to take responsibility for why you have not made the projects you're wanting to make. And I know that's a really hard pill to swallow. I know that's a really hard pill to think about, but you already know everything you need to be able to do what you're probably wanting to go after. And if you don't know what to do, you know where to go, right? You can come to our YouTube channel. You can join our membership. There's resources available for you if you truly have a desire to get to a new result. Where people get stuck is when they said, well, I bought the machine, why isn't it making the projects I want, right? Has anyone ever felt that way? And I do this all the time with my Cricut machine and so many other outside factors in our life. But what I want to offer you today is that we want to take on a role of extreme ownership, okay? And what extreme ownership looks like is we take responsibility for everything. There is no outside factor that is holding us back from reaching our goals besides ourselves. So when we take back the ownership, we take back that weight and we wear it and we're like, okay, I want to master the Cricut. What do I need to do? And if you're struggling to really get that machine out of the box, you need to ask yourself, what do I need to do to get it out of the box? Pause this video right now. Make a list. I bet you could think of 3 to 4 steps right now that you could do to get that machine out of the box. If I was going to make a list right now, number 1 would be Google like beginner videos, right? Number 2, maybe Watchmaker's Gonna Learn. Number 3, take it out of the box and plug it in, right? Like that's a super simple thing. Start asking yourself what you need to do to accomplish that. And notice we have not put it back on the Cricut. Like, we are asking ourselves, we are going through this process. And for a lot of us, I think it's so important to acknowledge that we haven't done anything new in a really long time. The last thing I did something new that was super scary was learning how to drive a boat. And driving a boat for the first time for me was very scary. I wanted to give the boat back. I was like, I made a terrible decision. I am not meant to be a boat owner. Like, I never thought I should be a boat owner that first time on the boat, on the water, with a jet boat, with sticks running in my engine. It was terrible, right? Does anyone else remember that last time they did something scary? That can be similar for a lot of us with the Cricut because we didn't expect it. Everyone makes it look so easy. So you make the list that you need to do, not the Cricut needs to do, you need to do to really get out of being this scared, intimidated Cricut crafter, right? And that is how you're going to get it out of the box and start taking action. If you want the easiest way to learn your Cricut, it is Join Makers Gonna Learn and take our 30-day challenge, because that curriculum is made for you and you can join right now and have access to it and have it completed in a night, right? That's super awesome. Then there's a side of crafters who's like, Tanner, I got it out of the box and I'm stuck making with one material or two materials. And this is where our video idea really stems from, is people that feel like they're being held back by their Cricut because they're only doing what's comfortable to them. I have trained and I have equipped people in my office, and I've helped train thousands and thousands of Cricut crafters. And one thing that is very common is most of us always go back to what's comfortable. We always go back to what's easy. And what I want to encourage you as a Cricut crafter to do is constantly push yourself in new areas. Constantly push yourself in new areas because you want to grow and expand as a human being, right? If you are not growing, if you're not improving, if you're not learning, you're actually going backwards in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of studies that talk about this. I'm not gonna go into detail in today's video, but I wanna encourage you, if you feel stuck, if you've been like, I've made the same paper projects, I've made the same vinyl projects, I've made the same heat transfer vinyl projects, I wanna offer to you that you're responsible for your results. So if you want to create more, if you want to make more, guess who's in charge of that? It's not, at the end of the day, my responsibility to make you make a new project. I can create all the content. I can build a team of people to share new ideas. And that's what we do every single week, actually, here at our YouTube channel. But at the end of the day, you're responsible for taking that video and taking action. We can make sure our training is the most precise. We can make sure our curriculum's the best. We can make sure our community's the most supportive. But at the end of the day, it's not Makers Gonna Learn's fault you're not using your machine. It's not Cricut's fault you're not using your machine. It's yours. And as soon as people realize this and pick up that extreme ownership and say, hey, I want to make a new craft with my Cricut, what do I even want to make? So many people are staying stagnant and not moving forward because they don't even know what they want to make. So if you're watching today's video and you feel like this is resonating, but you're like, Tanner, I know how to make a craft. Like, I'm crafty, but I know there's more for me. This is what I want you to do, and pause the video and to do, okay? This is what I'd recommend. I would start asking yourself, what do I want to learn to make? And when you start offering that to your brain and start asking your brain that, it would be crazy what would come up. Maybe there's a craft that is unrelated to the Cricut that you really want to learn how to make. And that's where it comes to, the Cricut could be holding you back if you're only allowing yourself to be a Cricut crafter. I love my Cricut. This is a tool for me, and I believe that this is a powerful tool for you too. But I love a power tool. I love sanding furniture down. I love refinishing things. I love taking old things and making it new. And maybe you do too. Maybe there's something out there that's unrelated to your Cricut that you could use as well. But the main part of today's video is whether you're a beginner, whether you're someone that is more further along in your Cricut journey, at the end of the day, you are the only person holding yourself back from being able to make more crafts, hit your goals, and really make more items. It's not the Cricut's fault. It's not Makers Gonna Learn's fault. You have to take that responsibility. And whether you are a Cricut user that uses your machine every day, you're a Cricut user that's scared, we want to help you and support you on your Cricut journey here at Makers Gonna Learn. I'm going to link our membership down below because I truly believe that we can help you reach all your Cricut goals. The curriculum we have is hands down the best. Our fonts, our cut files, seriously, the value is huge. We have a free coupon code to give you a huge discount on our annual membership. There is a great discount code. It's called YouTube. Just type in YouTube at checkout for your annual membership for your super secret savings. That's a great deal. And I can't wait to see what you really do with your Cricut. But I want you to participate in the conversation. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this. Have you ever experienced your Cricut to hold you back from getting started, from moving forward, from maybe even doing other crafts other than your Cricut crafts? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to teach you all about your Cricut machine. And if this video resonated with you, I think you'll enjoy these two right here. So check those out and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.